Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Bob Ogle. I'm the Director of the Historic Preservation Program at Colorado Mountain College. And it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 13th Annual International Preservation Trades Workshop and the 3rd Biennial International Preservation Trades Education Symposium. And to get things started off, I'd like to introduce Rudy Christian, who is the Executive Director of the Preservation Trades Network. And without the Preservation Trades Network, this forum would not be possible. So I'll turn it over to Rudy. There he is.
Good turnout. Glad you're all here. I personally want to thank the Colorado Mountain College and the rest of our sponsors and partners for inviting us here to Leadville, a beautiful historic town, a wonderful place to have an IPTW and ITES. PTN has partnered with a lot of people over the years, and I think one of the things that we always try to do is find partners that really have a close connection into why PTN even exists, what PTN is all about. And I don't think we could have found a better place than Leadville or the Colorado Mountain College. I think that it's going to be a wonderful event. I'm really glad that you're all here. And I would also like to point out the fact that this is the furthest in the United States that we have ever been away from where our conferences are normally held. So it's really wonderful to see the turnout here. I think it's really a statement that not only PTN, but the cause of historic preservation is really starting to make a difference. And so thank you all for inviting us here. It's a wonderful place to have a conference, and I really look forward to the activities this week. Thank you.
We have an addition to the program, and it's my pleasure to introduce Simeon Warren. Where's Simeon? There he is, okay. Simeon is on the board of Preservation Trades Network and is also the dean of the first 4-year degree program that emphasizes the preservation trades and building arts. And he's here from Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm going to ask Simeon to say a few words as well.
I asked to be added tonight because Lisa Sasser, the president of PTN, couldn't be here. She's retiring from the National Park Service, and she's been given 3 weeks, and she's having a party tonight. So that's what we've been heard anyway. And I think what we would like to say is that the reason why we're here is because of the last 13 years, PTN has been building up a group of individuals and people, organizations that have all over the country are trying to do the same thing. And over the next 3 or 4 years, beginning here with the ITES, we hope to start bringing those constituents together, nationally, internationally, and hopefully have a conference in Charleston in 2012, joining PTN and APT back together. For those who don't know, APT or PTN split from APT 13 years ago, and 2011, 2012 is 15 to 16 years since that split. And I think it's important that we had to move away to be able to have these conversations. And as craftspeople, as people who are interested in the craft, we had to find our own voice, and I think that is what PTN is all about. And that's why today and the next week is really important, because I think this is the beginning for some of those building blocks over the next 3 to 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Next, it's my pleasure to introduce Mike Simon. Mike is a vice president of Colorado Mountain College and the CEO of the Timberline campus here, based in Leadville and Chaffee County. Mike, thank you.
CMC is just so excited to have you here and welcome you to our Timberline campus. As I was preparing for tonight, I talked with one of our faculty members about these comments, and he brought up the beer purity law in Germany. So if you'll give me just a moment. On April 23rd, 1516, in the Duchy of Bavaria, the Reinheitsgebot, I do very well on that. I'll get better. Or beer purity law was enacted. The law was amended over the years, but the concept could still be found in German law until 1987, 471 years later. The original intent was to protect brewers economically by setting prices and preventing foreign imports from entering the market. Ultimately, the law preserved the brewing tradition in Germany and helped cement beer's place in the German culture through literally hundreds of generations. In my mind, just as the beer purity law helped preserve an important aspect of German culture, today's academic historic preservation programs, especially in community colleges, are well positioned to both preserve our cultural traditions and protect relevant historic milieu for future generations. I'm particularly proud of the CMC program, which blends science, art, and economics in a unique and incredibly engaging way. I recently had the opportunity to travel to Kansas and see a whole set of line shaft-driven woodworking equipment from the 1800s that the college purchased a few years ago. And I spent an entire day in this shop with the person who had collected it, just amazed by the detail, the design. It was really a combination of form and function. And I thought, this is so incredibly exciting because as he talked, I started to make these connections to other academic programs. The example of the size of the pulley to the speed of the blade is algebraic in nature. And so could an algebra class learn some things from this equipment? Just looking at the design and the fact that they purposefully included features that were just for the beauty of the machine and not had no real function at all. So just so excited about that. We're working to bring that here. You can imagine that moving cast iron equipment that far is a whole other set of issues. So we're working on that, but we're so excited to have that, and we hope that some of the machinery, eventually all of the machinery will be installed in Hayden Ranch, but we're hoping that eventually some of it will be here for the public to see at the museum, and we're very excited about that. Another benefit of CMC's historic preservation program is its direct economic impact on Leadville and Lake County. Since its inception 3 years ago, the historic preservation program has injected over $1.4 million into the local economy through job creation, grant funding, and purchasing. So historic preservation provides high-quality learning and makes good business sense, which is a combination you don't always find in higher education. Again, Colorado Mountain College welcomes you. We are honored to be one of your hosts and hope this visit will be the first of many happy returns. Thank you.